Hi, it's Nicole with Work with John and Nicole, and I'm here to just share a little part of me with you today. You've been seeing some of the tutorials, some of the step-by-step tips, guides, and lessons that John and I have been sharing with you to grow your business. And as you know, we have recently revamped, reformed our website with a little bit of a refocus. And so with that, we're going back to the basics. We're going to take you back a little bit. We went through in the beginning, probably about November, we went through some of the basics and, gotten to this point of not ultimate success, but we're starting to see the fruits of our labor develop and they're cultivated and they're blossoming. So we want to go back a little bit and get some of you guys who just found us on board on what's going on. And the very first essential thing you need to do is figure out why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you in whatever network marketing company? Why are you in it? What MLM are you in? Even if your home business is for yourself, you're a daycare provider, you're an auto mechanic who works out of his garage. Why do you do that? It's not just about the talent. It's not even about being in tune with the gifts God's given you to share with the world, because to use those gifts, there's something that goes off in your head and in your heart and your soul that makes them all connect together so that you're through the trenches. You're working 12 hours, 14 hours a day. You're losing sleep. You're not getting sleep, okay? So why is it that you do what you do? And as you're thinking of that, let me just share a small fraction of my story, because otherwise we'll be here for a long time. But it's pretty much just as simple as the 40-40 plan. It didn't work for me. 40 hours a day, 40 years, 40% maybe SSI to live off of after that. It doesn't sound promising. Now, I thought I was trained and taught that system works. Go to high school, go to college, get good grades, get the career, get the job, get the nice boy, get the nice kids, 2.5 kids, white picket fence. Not so much, especially in today's economy. But even before that, I knew there was something else I was supposed to do. And I've even dabbled in a couple of network marketing companies before I found my home. But I did it just enough to get my money back. I never even thought of, well, I guess you do think when you start, that you do want to retire, you want to quit your job, you want this to work, you want to get that money, you want to have those success stories that everybody's sharing with you, and that's what got you to sign up in the first place. But at the end of the day, you don't realize that you have to keep going, you have to keep getting better. There's training, there's research, there's tools, there's experience and stories from others that you need to really keep going. And then at the end of the day, it's about that why. Your heart, which is down there, your mind, and your soul. They all have to connect into your why. I went to high school, 4.3 GPA, top 7% in my class, going to Pepperdine University, rocked that out in 3.5 years instead of the 5-year plan most people are on. 2 master's and minor, got all that together, got internships, E Entertainment, NBC7, 39 in San Diego, got all this producing. I'm going to be in Anchor, I'm going to produce this, I'm going to make movies, I'm going to make $1 billion checks, yitty. And then life happened. I fell in love with a little San Diego boy, and our family's in San Diego, and took me back home, left LA, left the limelight and success that I was on the road to, and exchanged it for family life. And I haven't looked back, but then I started the corporate world. I started the corporate ladder. I did some nonprofits for a while, and no funding, your doors get shut. So it was time. I was like, I need stability. Let me go to corporate. Okay, so there was that. There's layoffs. There's being unappreciated. There's backstabbing. There's just a whole lot of extra I wasn't ready for. And went from one corporate job to the next, to the next. Had kids in between time, started having to deal with daycare and kids being sick, jobs being unhappy with you because you're taking the time that you do have on the books. You're taking that time out to take care of your kid. You're taking time out to regroup for yourself, a personal day. All this stuff. And then you're feeling guilty of taking care of home. I'm sorry. As I've told my bosses before, the only reason I'm so committed to my job and coming here every day is so I can provide for my family. If there was no family and I could take care of my bills on my own without having to come here, I wouldn't be here. So my family comes first for me. I'm a mom, and that's the heart of me. That's not all of me, but that's the heart of me. That's the essence of me. And while I have two little dependents who depend on me, it's my job. And I take that seriously, and anybody who knows me knows I'm a little for my kids. Sorry. I'm like the mama lion or mama bear. You want to hear me roar? Mess with me and mine. But like I said, it was getting complicated. And then even beyond that, it started becoming stressed. I got home, I'm angry, not even knowing I'm angry. I'm going to leave work at home. It's still internalized within me. It just became not a mean person, but just not myself. I'm a cheery, relax, sit back, and just, let things go type of person. And things were getting to me. And compounding, I began to get migraines. I began to just get stressed out. I was at a job where literally the group of women that I worked with, who are excellent, by the way, if you guys are watching, but day by day, each one of us were falling apart. We're getting sick. We're crying at work. We're having medical issues. We're having complications in our families. Even trying to start families, it can't happen because we're stressed and the body's just not ready to handle it. Like, there was a lot going on. And this is for a job. And this is for people who do crap about us. And excuse my French, but they did not care. And they still don't care. I don't care what they tell you. They don't care. They're still making their money at the top. And you're still working that wheel and spinning your circle. And you know what? I realized I was going insane, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting different results. Those results were not coming. So my heart and my mind got it together. And I began to get in tune with what my spiritual purpose was. I began to get in tune with my destiny, and I began to understand that as long as I stayed in that corporate job, I was never going to reach my goal. I was never going to really mature and develop what I needed to be me, to get to the core of me, to be me at the ultimate level. And I do life coaching, which has now turned into marketing coaching, which also stems from spiritual coaching. At the end of the day, when you wake up in the morning and you've got this perfect world, what does that look like? And for me, my perfect day, my perfect world was being able to have the time for my family, to be able to walk away from whatever I was doing, devote that attention to my family, homeschool my kids as need be, take them to gymnastics, to modeling, to all the stuff that they're so talented in, but really and truly work for me when I want it, how I want it, and who I wanted it. It's part of my personality, number one. Control, part of the little issue I got. But to be my own boss, it falls on me. The things that I choose to do for my business falls on me. I like that control. It drives me crazy. Sometimes you don't get any sleep because I'm the janitor, I'm the maid, I'm the cook, I'm the homework assistant, I'm the teacher, I'm the coach, I'm the choir director, I'm a daughter, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm the CEO, I'm the CFO, but it's the hats I wear, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm watching my kids. I'm picking my kids up from school. I'm dropping them off. You know, me and dad, we partnership, but it's not somebody else. It's not somebody I'm paying to care for my kids. It's coming from my heart, outpouring to my kids. I get to raise them. If something's falling out of their mouth, I can know, hey, that was something I said that they picked up on, or something at school, but it's not something that someone else is teaching them. It's my responsibility, so I get to know what's going on. And that was such an awesome feeling because I was missing that with my oldest. I missed that. She was at daycare. She was with uncle. It would come to days where, oh my gosh, she's going to pick up my kid. They won't let me get off early. She's sick. Who's going to pick up my kids? Do you know the anguish that makes a mother or just a caring person feel when they can't help the person who's depending on them? And it's not even a financial issue. Financially, I was good. But at the heart of me, there wasn't an amount of money that would make me continue to do that. So my why is obviously me first and foremost, because it has to start from me. I take care of myself in order to take care of others. Then it's my children and retiring my spouse. And then having that life and that lifestyle, that luxury. Do you know the top $1 billion makers are in our industry? No, they're not at the top of Capital One. No, they're not at the top of Chase or a real estate firm as far as the corporate part or GMC. They're actually people like you and I. They got plugged into a great network marketing team, maybe even founded their own. But they took that step and they began the direction of success, which is training, learning, doing, showing. It all goes together. So guys, I'm going to wrap this up. This is Nicole with Work with John and Nicole, sharing just a small portion of my why. And yes, it's maybe 13-minute, 12-minute video, but it's just a small portion. I've got a lot more to share. But as I'm learning, I'm sharing with you. And as I continue to get to the top, I hope to see you there because I'm not stopping. I have many things to do. I have whys to produce and flourish and grow and multiply and duplicate. And I am game. Are you with me? Take care, guys. It's Nicole with Work with John Nicole.